My parents raised me as an investment for their future, so I ditched them. This is probably going to sound cold, but honestly, I don't feel guilty. Here's my story. I'm F24, an only child, and growing up, I always felt like I had a role in my family rather than just being a kid. My parents weren't the warm, nurturing type. Everything I did, school, sports, even hobbies, was treated as a stepping stone for some bigger purpose that seemed more important to them than me actually enjoying my life. They pushed me hard in school, which I thought was just typical parent stuff at first. But it wasn't about me achieving my dreams, it was always about making them look good. Every award I won or accomplishment I achieved was paraded around like their victory. "Look what we made," they'd say. "Our daughter is going to take care of us one day." When I was a teenager, I started to realize they weren't joking. They would say things like, "We've sacrificed so much for you. You'll take care of us when we're old, right?" At first, I laughed it off, thinking it was just normal parental guilt tripping. But they kept saying it, over and over. By the time I hit high school, it became clear they were serious. They talked openly about how I'd need to get a high-paying job to support them in their retirement. They even had a timeline. "By 30, you'll be earning enough to pay off our house and help us live comfortably." Like, what? The thing is, they weren't exactly struggling financially. My dad works a steady job, and my mom has a side business. They weren't rich, but they weren't destitute either. But instead of saving or planning for their own retirement, they just assumed I would be their safety net. When I got into college, they tried to force me into a career they thought would pay the most, medicine. I wanted to study something else entirely, but they threatened to cut me off financially if I didn't follow their plan. It was the final straw for me. I took out loans, switched to the major I wanted, graphic design, and distanced myself from them. After graduating, I moved out of state for a job. My parents didn't take it well. They called me selfish, ungrateful, and a waste of their investment. They kept saying things like, "We raised you, so you owe us." At that point, I realized they didn't see me as their daughter, they saw me as their retirement plan. That was 2 years ago. I've gone no contact since then, and honestly, I don't regret it. They've tried to reach out, mostly to guilt trip me or demand money, but I'm done playing their game. I want to live my life for me, not as some long-term investment for people who see me as a tool instead of a person. So yeah, I ditched them. Some people might think I'm heartless, but I think you owe your parents respect and kindness, not your entire future. What do you think, Reddit? Did I make the right call?